I'm with celebrated Indian designer Suket Dhir, who spent his morning at the Design Collective relating various stories about his journey as a fashion designer. Suket, what do you think of the whole TDC space here?
Um, it's a very unique sort of an experience. I was pleasantly surprised when I came here in February. One of the girls who works with Shaili at the TDC, Binu, she graduated from my alma mater, which is NIFT in Delhi. And she got in touch with us after hearing that I was on my way to Colombo. And that's when I visited. And I love the aesthetic, I love the space, I love how airy and how open it kind of a great quintessential shopping experience for a very aware clientele. So I thought it was a very mature space for design.
Okay, so can you also tell us what sort of clothes you have put at the TDC?
So at the moment, what you see mainly is a mix of our menswear line and our menswear for women line. Now, since I am primarily a menswear designer, what I've actually done for women is also what I do for men. It's just sort of something that comes to me effortlessly. So we did some beautiful menswear in women's sizes. And while I was doing that, I also decided to play a lot more with fabric, which I wouldn't if I were doing for men. So that's why you can actually see some of these beautiful brocades over here, and you can see some of these beautiful ikats and all of those things. Quite a few of these fabrics that I would like. This is a beautiful damask fabric. So I will not use some of these fabrics for men, but I've used them for women. That's what we have.
Right, and my final question, what makes your collections different to what we have seen before with the other designers?
We have 7 billion people in the world, which means we have 7 billion different points of views. So this, I think, I'd like to say is my unique point of view, and that is exactly my involvement when making this collection is what makes it unique. I mean, a lot of people working with their own aesthetic, and I just think it's a pure menswear take with a bit of Indian subcontinent sprinkled on. That sort of makes it absolutely unique.
Okay, super. Thank you very much for your time. Hi, I'm with Akanshka, the fashion features editor from Vogue India. Welcome, Akanshka. What do you think of the space at TDC?
Oh, I really love it. It's of course my friend Shahili's, and I love that every wall has a different designer and it all kind of comes together. She's doing interesting things where she has a wall dedicated just to the Gen Next Sri Lankan labels that showed at Colombo Fashion Week. And I just feel like if you walk in here, you get a good sense of what Sri Lankan and Indian fashion is.
So, having been here a couple of days, what is your take on Sri Lankan fashion?
Gosh, I do need to come to Colombo Fashion Week. I've never been. This is a tough question because this is technically my second time only. But of course, there are certain things that come out to me, which is I mentioned in the talk as well, the uniforms that are here in like the Sri Lankan uniforms, the police, the people at the airport. You suddenly notice they're very, very chic, very nice. Speaking of the design, it's very similar to what is in India. I feel like craft is at the forefront, and that's very nice to see. I would love to see more batik work because it is indigenous to Sri Lanka.
And any style inspiration you would take back from us?
The uniforms. Really, khaki on khaki, so perfect for like tropical climates like Bombay and Sri Lanka. Love it.
And have you had a chance to see any of our fashion magazines publications over here?
So I saw something called Salon Chronicles, which I think is more of an alternative magazine and more to do with design. And I thought it's lovely. It's so well done. There are illustrations. There are beautiful photographs of beautiful architecture, and very interesting to read. So I hope to see more magazines like that, even in India and even over here.
And finally, what one tip would you give to aspiring fashion journalists?
work hard, um, understand everything in fashion. It is an all round thing. You need to know photography, you need to know journalism, you need to know culture, you need to know what's in the news, you need to know the music that everyone's listening to. You need to know everything to be able to talk about fashion, because fashion is culture.
Thank you and have a safe journey back.